a jumbo shower cap for Locs. This is a jumbo swim cap that I'm gonna put over it. And voila! Block the beach sand, protect your locks. Today was a phenomenal sound check, rehearsal, relaxation day, work day. I touched on a few concepts and projects I've been developing. One is in the pocket. In the pocket. In the pocket is portable. In the pocket is in the pocket. Original intention was music therapy. Actually, the original in the pocket was gym in the pocket. And I was bringing portable gym instruments, workout equipment and gear along with me everywhere I went, but specifically to set. And like right now, the sun is beaming. Like this umbrella feels good. I was hoping to be able to work in the shade. Shoot. I have to work it out. But things like the Rip Right Rip Stick, the Power Twister, ropeless jump rope, the under desk bike was pretty cool. I was actually able to put that in my book bag. A wobble board, mini trampoline, ab twister, a couple of, so the catch is these resistance items don't hold much weight. So if you're talking about weight, sure, you could bring some dumbbells, maybe like 10s or something like that. The idea is portable, something you can like pack. So consistency for consistency. Setting yourself up for success. I would really like to get into product reviews. I actually was originally a tech guru. I worked at Best Buy. It was one of my first, basically it was my first job. My first job was technically at a tailor shop, like the sewing tailor. But my first job before that was Target. And they, I was like 15 and you had to be 16, and I tried to apply and interviewed, got the job, and then they found my age, and then they said they couldn't continue the hiring process. I don't know if you consider that firing me or I just never officially got hired. So I went and asked for a job in my uncle's shop, and he was a tailor. So that was my job for that summer, and then the following summer I worked at Best Buy. And at Best Buy, all of my tech stuff was advanced, my camera stuff was advanced. And yeah, that's how that happened. This is what I was looking for. This is the spandex cap. Self-check assessment tools, decibel meter. I need to get some batteries for it. We messed with the decibel meter today. This mic is no good. I can officially throw it in the trash. This mic was a success today. It's great to feel accomplished. What's cool is this is free studio time, y'all. Yo, they just like need to make all of these games. Studio games. And to like, for this to have to cost. In so many other scenarios of the studio. Chords, more chords. Ah, my idea just happened. Oh man. So I already had an idea, but like something just clicked. Salute, welcome, thanks for tuning in. This is the URLive podcast. So today is like AV Tech Day, Sound Check, Sound Man Day, Mashi baby, you know me. I said that Mashi was the God in me. My inner voice, my intuition, my right-hand man, my assistant when I need it, you know. So right now, I'm doing behind the scenes work, rapping chords, and just getting everything together. But successful day. Successful. I am so impressed with the results of today. With the exception of this. So I'm gonna throw these away. I'm doing away with things that no longer serve us. Here's the tuner. We are one step closer to achieving smooth, looped, interesting. Right, I actually want that. Where is that chord? These jam breaks, meditation breaks have been such a great escape from life's brutality. got in some sax practice today. Sax on the beach. I just wish it sounded prettier and less how it sounds. I feel like this sounds obnoxious. It doesn't sound smooth. I already returned it, but there was a looper and effects pedal that I had, a Moore GE 150 Pro loop, that I was curious to see if I played the sax through it, if it would add some flavor to the sound, sweeten it a little bit. But I have to repurchase it at a better time. That was sort of the thing. I just needed to return it for that moment. The idea was to have it in place for when I needed it, which is now, but I had the backup Flamel FS01. And I finally got it to loop, but now I need to get this gap out of there, and it doesn't let you edit inside of it or anything like that, which sucks. I played the violin today. One could ask, well, what instrument do you play? Why, that is a great question. At the present moment, I'm developing on all of them. I can't really claim any particular professional level on really any of them. Tenor saxophone, which is not here. I did have it here briefly. You ever really be wondering what God is trying to say, do, lead you to, get at? This has been quite an interesting year, and I really pray and hope that God sees my faith executed and just has no questions on that. That I've already. This is the chord I was looking for. And it was right where it was supposed to be. I made the comment that had I gotten hip to this beach just a couple of years ago, I would have tore it up in the best way possible. Meaning, created a lot of success. I had the energy, the money, the clientele, the business, the flow. It was just on, and things were good. Hey, what's up? I would like to dedicate this project for my 8-day beach retreat, 8-track album, 1 song a day adventure that I'm about to go on. I want to dedicate this particular setup, today's setup, to Benjamin Baylor. And the name of the theme and the scene is Authentic Auxiliary. It was originally Torso Turntables, and it was built around DJing and radio and my first love and my passion, my favorite color, orange, the orange chakra, reinvigorating creativity, you know, that whole thing. And Ben was the first, besides my mom, first DJ in my life. And I used to go to work with him, and very close friend of the family. And he had the coolest job. He was the athletics, like, go-to person to set up everything in the gym for all the athletic classes in the gym. And in his office, he had all of his DJ equipment, like every record, tape, CD, vinyl that you could think of. Hi, how you doing? Saluting yourself. You about to catch him? You gonna eat him? Okay. So I don't know if he would get paid for his DJ services, but he definitely DJ'd like on campus and would do the events. And I thought it was dope how he just like had both. And his office really did look like both. It was gym and music for sure. And so as I see myself at this age rapping chords, I see him. And I found out in 2020 that Ben passed, and it was right before COVID became a pandemic. But they said, I think, a heart attack or something like that. But it may have been something COVID related before we were aware of COVID. And it was sudden. Not that any passing is ever like, slow motion and forewarning, but that hurt. And this beach retreat is about a lot of things. But going through the process, that was one of the things that came up in one of my meditations. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? How have I been committed to radio? And how did I get into all of this? Like, why is this my interest? But, like, it couldn't not be your interest the way music was in my face between my mom and Ben. Wasn't trying to put her business out there. I say a close friend of the family, but yeah, my mom and Ben were the first DJs in my life. They let me be me. I was a very different type of child. I listened to Soul For Real. It was one of my first CDs. My first tape before that was MC Hammer. And there was a song actually that I remember. So like, at night I think of you. Like all of that he had. And back then y'all had to actually go to Sam Goody. Oh, he had the Sam Goody trips. We going to Sam Goody. It was just perfect. He was, for me, perfection at that time. When he and my mom broke up, I didn't skip a beat. Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Hi.
Got it.
Hey, Ben. What you doing? What's up? Where we going today? He never disowned me. He never created an awkward situation for me. He didn't reject me. But I wasn't his child. But he was the first man in my life and who I looked up to. So as I'm out here rapping these chords and still building my own mobile radio station, that's been in me. That's been. And I love him and thank him, and didn't realize that I felt this way and this strong until I started doing these meditations, jam sessions, music therapy, sound healing. Life been, I just miss you. Around the time I graduated high school, I went by to see Ben. It had been a while. And I don't know if it was because I was like all grown up, but it was slightly different energy. Hi. I don't know what it was, but I remember saying at that, I was like, I'm gonna leave him alone. But what I felt was that it was awkward for him, for whatever reason, whatever he was processing in his head. I just didn't want to bring him any further awkwardness. I still showed up, like 18 years old, like, hey, Ben. So I hadn't seen him in a long time. And that may have been around 2010 that I saw him last. Maybe to either like college graduation or like 2006 would have been like high school graduation. But thank you, Ben, for your inspiration and your extended service past past anything that you owed me. I'm so grateful for you and your talent. You weren't just a great person, but you were a talented person. And I auditioned in real life at 106 in Park, though I didn't get it, but I did that as an extension of you. You were my inspiration. So I have an 8-day beach retreat, 8-track album that I'm producing, all non-organic, non-GMO frequencies produced by me right here live at the beach. The nature sounds, healing frequencies, a little bit of jazz, soul, hip hop, go-go. Poetry, spoken word, percussion. That's a whole subject. I don't think people even realize, like, your parents, significant others, when you're growing up, the attachment that you make to them, and when that relationship ends, the child has to say goodbye to. But in this case, I didn't have to. So that's what makes the story cool. He did not make me. There are times that I have really felt alone in this world. When I got around to being upset at certain people, when I got around to him, I couldn't be mad. I was never mad. I was all I can do is wrap him in gratitude because he owed me nothing and gave me everything as though I was his own. During a time when it was not popular or cool to love me. Even within my own family. Hoarding, we were talking about hoarding. All these cords and stuff. During times where I could have just threw it all away from storage, you know. I think of like Noah's Ark. And the idea of keeping one of each kind of the animals protected on the ship. And how it was preservation, not hoarding, but an investment, a seed into the future. Someone asked, am I talking about my father? Ben was not my biological father. He was the first man in my life, my mom's boyfriend. When I was probably like 2, 3, 4 to start, and then they were together at least until first grade. So that's about 7, right? I met my biological dad around 8. So I guess that was a couple of years later. I met him when I was 8 or 9. I was in the 3rd grade. I really was embracing and patient and grateful with a lot of things and people in my life, I believe. And then there was a certain point in adulthood where I had reached a place I had reached a place I was really isolated, hurt. Frequency. We talk about tune-up and frequency. I spoke about Mashi and how he didn't have a place. And I repressed him, I hid him, I put him away. Because he was causing too many problems. In life. He was speaking up about too many things, ruffling too many feathers, and it was impacting family, connections. He'd say the things you need to hear that you don't want to hear. And probably at a time that you didn't want to hear it. I would also use Mashi to describe a season that I put away as well, which involved me having spiritual awakenings around 22. And I was unsure. I was just unsure how far I wanted to go. I normally have like the drum set out and the bass and stuff. I still have a moderate amount of instruments out, so I'm not even gonna cap. But today was in the pocket, and the idea again behind in the pocket is portable, collapsible, travel size, packable, airplane stowawayable. Okay, dimensions. Criteria, and it has to work out the mind, body, spirit, and or soul. Solar power is God power. Solar power, God provided studio time today. How about that? God provided studio time Period. I have a whole program, color concept, theme, everything that I'm presenting for this presentation.
Tell y'all to be careful. Gotta be careful.
Yay! It closed.
That motherfucker get bit. That ain't our problem. Let that motherfucker get bit. That ain't our problem.
Are y'all from here? Long Beach?
No, I'm back from LA.
Okay.
I'll be out here a lot. I remember seeing you.
Yeah? I'm from DC.
Yeah, I remember seeing you out here though.
Okay.
Yeah. You've been here a while though.
Not too much. A year.
Yeah, it's over.
I do like it better than like Hollywood and North Hollywood though. I learned that after the fact. Yeah.
How long?
4 years.
That might have been what I said.
Okay.
I remember seeing you. Doing the same thing.
No. Oh man, that's crazy because I was just in the water earlier and I said it took me years to get back in the water after seeing a stingray. Out here? Wow. I'm actually happy I did this live, y'all. Like, I used to, like, yeah, I know setup and breakdowns a lot. But until I took the mental time to actually establish that, like, I used to just go into it without a plan, and it would tax me so bad, y'all. It would really tax me. And I would dread it. And I always hated having to reset up. But with this setup, I sort of have to do the pop-up. But that's why I'm celebrating Mashi. Mashi is the inner God in me and my right-hand man, my left-hand man. You know? Like the performer that gets to just perform and be the artist, like I only do that after a lot of behind the scenes prep and work. I asked a question, or, you know, said a thing earlier. It was about what instrument do I play, like which one? And so I am curious to get an assessment from you all of which instrument you like to hear me the most on, or you think I am the most advanced at. Which one is more pleasing to the ear, pleasurable as a listener? That would be great feedback. I know which ones are more fun to play, which ones are more challenging for me. But to the listening ear, outside of any of my 2 cents. So, I could just throw, well, I am gonna throw these in the trash for sure. This chord I know is broken. But for one of my other ideas, when I had an aha moment, I was thinking props and set design. So for that reason, I was on the fence on whether or not to keep it. For right now, I'm going to keep it, but I know looking at it that it does not work. And that's why I've kept it. So that is a hoarder's mentality right there. Like, oh, I'm going to find use for it. That much is hoarding. Guilty as charged. Always know. There are plenty of times in life, though, when I have been like, I'm so grateful that I held on to that. Good time to tell a story about my mom. We got that at the house. I have a very creative, hands-on, crafty mom. Meaning, like, she could just make stuff happen and make stuff. My grandma is the same way, her mother. And it was funny hearing Eddie Murphy one time describe, he wanted a hamburger, but he wanted like a McDonald's hamburger. And his mom was like, either he said we got that at the house, or that was what I got out of it. And I started saying we got that at the house. But I started using it in adulthood. We got that at the house for so many things. And that's even including drum circle. I mean, like, we got that at the house. We come right here to the beach. Long Beach. You know, that drive became old real quick. Going all the way up. That's one thing I do not like about Los Angeles. Everybody directs you to like Leimert Park if you want to be around black folk. Like, that's the only place you can go and be black and celebrate black. And then, you know, I don't like that idea and concept of how segregated and redlined Los Angeles is. I did learn a lot from my time, committed years of going to the Leimert Park drum circle, and I want to go back and visit again soon. It's just every time I get the opportunity, I'm like, gas, time, the drive itself. Like, and then I'm like, I'm here. I can just go set up, you know? And so that's what I do and have been doing. And I've been going live, and my audience and community is you. Thank you for tuning in. I would like to go on a in the pocket field trip though. Take the new setup out there to the drum circle. Remember, I took a break from the hand drums, even though I still have them, but to focus on drum set. And so that's my current passion and dream, is to improve and get better on drum set. Today I just used the electronic drum kit, the roll-up silicone pad, which you can find on my Amazon storefront. Great for children, music therapy, and even musicians, travelers, rehearsals. You just use it like later in the pocket right quick. Silently with some headphones on or something like that. It serves all of those purposes. I used it teaching music to students on various ranges of the spectrum, special needs, autism, neurodivergent, all of that. And those gadgets were a hit. They really were. All right, I'm gonna switch my cap now. For the record, on this subject of caps and public and all of that, people just think everything is a do-rag. I just took off a shower cap and a swim cap. This is a satin bonnet. This is what you sleep in. This is the one that people, you can find these in my Amazon storefront too. It's called a jumbo satin bonnet for Locs. This is the spandex jumbo cap. You can call it spandex cap, spandex. I don't want to call it a bonnet. This one's for the fellas. This one's athletic. Then there are some more formal versions for more professional settings, more formal settings. All right.
I thought about that. No, it wasn't. No, it was different. Yeah, it was different. A little bit smaller. The color is different. A little bit smaller. The other one still had the hook in it. Hey, my knife.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a day's work. That God, what we did today, and just one step better every day, one step at a time, that is my dream. That's a day's work. We did product reviews. We did workflows for AV, Pro AV Tech, sound checks, music therapy, jam sessions. I can finally lower my umbrella because I'm about done packing. Hello. My setups be lit. That's why I came up with In the Pocket though, because like it really does become like an operation to come and set up for both this and then also drum circle. Like it was like a field trip. You really had to go ready because you was gonna be out there for hours and hot and doing everything that would tire you out. Sitting there drumming for hours. So In the Pocket. Just gym in the pocket, barbershop in the pocket. It feels like it never ends. He said there were stingrays. He caught a stingray and it had bitten 3 people already. I was all in that water earlier. So that is something. See here. One day dolphins rolled up on us. I had a client on here. No, thank you.
Nothing good yet.
Wow. You gotta go to Seal Beach.
Yeah, I know. Something good.